Ladies and gentlemen, the price of drip on the drip network is exploding. We have now hit all-time highs. Why is the drip network exploding? Why is the price of the drip token up so high? We're going to be talking about that in this video. Before we get started, just a couple things for you to take note of here. Right now, the price of drip is at $164. That is insane. This project is almost a year old. At one point, it was about, shortly after launch, it was about $3.30 something cents, I believe. I first heard about the project, it was over $12. I didn't even get, over $10. I didn't get into the project until it was probably about $15 or so. And I actually thought I got in very late to the project. And who could have ever expected this? It has been unbelievable. Sitting here pulling out over $1,700 a day gross in drip. I say gross because you need to understand there's a tax system in place. We're going to be talking about that in this video. In this video, we're going to look at exactly what is drip. We're going to talk about why is the price up so high. A lot of people are wondering what is happening here. The price is exploding. It is up an insane amount today. I think about 20% or more today alone. We're going to look at how you can get into a private airdrop that I'm doing where I'm giving away about $2,500 to $3,000 to very few people. So you can find out how to become a part of that private airdrop. We'll discuss that in this video as well. I'm also going to talk about, is this entire ecosystem sustainable? And I'm going to show you how to calculate your future earnings when it comes to the drip network. Now, first and foremost, let's talk about what is drip. So drip is nothing more than a high risk, and I say high risk because I believe that it is very high risk. One thing about me, by the way, those of you who watch my videos, very rarely am I 100% positive on any project. I like to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, as well as what's great. What's great about this project is a lot of people are making a lot of money. At this point in time, nobody basically has lost any money. We're at all-time highs. A lot of people have made fortunes. And when I say fortunes, I mean people who got into launches this thing are 10 times this. There are people with $1,000,000+ accounts literally pulling out $10,000 or more per day. That is not a joke. You can go into the Telegram. People are talking about it. It is absolutely nuts. So what is this protocol exactly? It's a smart contract protocol, which means that there's no third party responsible for running it. It is all set up based on calculations and it's pre-programmed and it's set to run all by itself. The protocol will last indefinitely. Will it always be profitable? Who knows? We'll discuss that towards the end of the video. But it's important for you to understand the way that it works is pretty simple. You just simply make a deposit into the faucet, and you want to get if you have Ethereum, you have MetaMask set up. You have to be connected to the Binance Smart Chain. And if you don't know how to get Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain, I have a video that shows you how to do that. It's pretty simple. I'll link it above. But once you have it, you come over here to swap. You come in here to buy drip. You put in the amount of BNB that you have. So if you have, 1 BNB, you could use that. That's going to get you about 2.1 drip. You want to come here, set to 1%, click buy. Once that transaction goes through, you're going to have drip. Then you'll come over to the faucet, and once you're on the faucet, you'll click max. That will put your drip up here. You click deposit. Once you deposit your drip here, you're going to get roughly 1% a day. So I currently get about 10.5 drip per day, which, as you can see right here, at current prices, is over $1,700 per day in drip. That's incredible. Once you deposit it here into the faucet, I cannot withdraw $174,000. I get it back at 1% per day. This is what I can withdraw here. I can withdraw this. I can sell it immediately. I can take it. I can go. So theoretically, in about 100 days, you would get your deposit back. That's the simple version. When people start talking about sustainability, and I'll go in more detail on this later in the video, there's a tax in this system that you have to recognize. Whenever you deposit, there's a 10% tax. So if you deposit 10 drip, you're going to have 9 once you make a deposit. When you withdraw from the faucet, when you come over here and claim, there's a 10% tax as well. When you sell your drip, there's a 10% tax. All those taxes help fund the reward system. Plus, once you deposit your drip, they're essentially burned. They're pulled out of circulation once you deposit your drip tokens right here. This helps keep the supply of drip very, very low, because the only drip that really are in circulation are the ones that are being claimed. In order to claim them, you end up paying taxes. If you want to hydrate or compound, you want to put these drip over here, just click the hydrate button. It comes up like this. You would click confirm. The transaction would go through. I'm not going to do that. I'm saving these for an airdrop. It would automatically compound these drip over here, and you only pay a 5% fee. So here's what they're doing. They're incentivizing transactions that are positive for the ecosystem. So if everyone just withdrew, and sold, it would drive the price down. What they're doing here is they're encouraging you not to withdraw, and they encourage you to compound because you pay less penalties. Once you deposit into the faucet, you're not able to withdraw that balance. Like I can't withdraw these 1,000. This is 1,051 drip, roughly $174,000 worth at current prices. I'm not able to withdraw this, but I get it back at 1% per day. And then I can claim that. So how is this sustainable? We'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. First, I want to touch on why the price has gone up so much. I mean, we're at $166. Literally, as I'm doing this, the price is just skyrocketing right now. What in the world is happening? If you come over here to, let's see. If you come over here to DApp Radar, you go to BSC. Drip is currently ranked number 2, second only to PancakeSwap. Think about that for a moment. That is just absolutely crazy. So the popularity of this project right now, there's 25,000 plus users, and it's went up. This price hasn't even been updated yet. Wow, that's just crazy. And token price is up 24%, and the total users is up 10%. Now, that's just for today alone. That's 24 hours. Number of users is up 24 hours. Number of users is up 10% in the past 24 hours. That means there's a lot of buyers coming on board. That's driving the price up. That is why the price is so high. Take a look. Even in the past week, we've had 26% growth. You're talking about a project that is literally weeks away, days away from being a year old. And there's been 26% more users onboarded in the past 7 days alone. Here's the thing about drip. If you think about price, watch my mouse for a minute. If you think about price going up when new users are coming on and buying up drip, because of the supply of drip, the circulating supply is getting exponentially smaller, the price is going up exponentially faster. So growth is not linear. Look right here. You can see right here. We've had, this is today, so let me just back up 24 hours. In the past 24 hours, we've had 10% more users, but we've had 24% price appreciation. There, in a nutshell, is a simple reason of why price is going up. But the question is, where are these new users coming from? So the developer for this project, his name is Shark. And by the way, I highly recommend if you come in this project that you go to their Telegram and follow this group. But if you come to join us on Telegram, I recommend you check out their Telegram. They have a very, very busy Telegram, and the developer's in there all the time. He goes by Shark. But the developer launched another project called the Manor Farm. And this was a very unique project, and it created a lot of buzz. Drip already has an enormous Telegram, well over 10,000 people in the Telegram group. So when you launch a yield farm and you already have a community of people that are aware of it, then you already have a recipe for a very successful launch. But it goes a step further. This is a very unique yield farm. It's a 2-stage yield farm. So he launched the Manor Farm first, and when he launched it, you see this level 2 pre-sale. We'll get to that in a minute. He launched the Manor Farm first. Whatever you do not buy this Rev token. It's amazing that it's got $12 valuation right now. It's essentially a dead token. But he used this token for 2 weeks. You could farm this token over here. And when you farmed it, what ended up happening when you farmed Rev token is that was a pre-sale token for the next phase, the official phase of the permanent farm that's going to be called the Animal Farm. He gave people a way to be an incentive, basically, to be able to farm a native token that was going up in value. When this token launched, it settled at a price around $33. If you go look it up on like CoinMarketCap, it went over $200. In fact, let's go take a quick look at it. Okay, so here we go. Don't worry about this. This was fully expected. People who didn't know any better thought this was a rug pull. No. There's a reason it dropped. We all knew it was going to happen. Basically, he had a deadline, and whoever was holding the most amount of Rev tokens would be able to take that Rev token USD value into the next farm, and they would be able to own the governance token of the next farm. So he basically created this farm as a launch pad and the Rev token as a launch token for the next farm. So what happened is people were farming. As you can see right here, the price just went crazy. It just went up. I mean, it was really unbelievable. I have a video on my channel where I turned $1,000 into $35,000, as in I cashed out $35,000 because of this project. I'll link that video above. You can go ahead and watch it. It'll be in the top right-hand corner. I'll put it down in the description as well, just to give you an idea of what happened here with the Manor Farm. What does this have to do with drip? More people are familiar with yield farming. Way more people are familiar with yield farming. And when you have a really good project, and layer 1 was really good because you could farm stable coins at one point making 2,000, 3,000% APYs on stable coins. So when you have a really good yield farm and the native token doesn't crash, it creates a lot of attention. There was a huge user growth. The majority of the people that were on Manor Farm knew nothing about the drip ecosystem. So when they got into the Manor Farm, then of course Manor Farm has their own Telegram right here, totally separate Telegram. But a lot of people in the Manor Farm Telegram were talking about drip, and people in drip were talking about the Manor Farm, and vice versa. So what happened is it introduced a whole brand new community of people. You combine that with a lot of mass marketing. The developer has been interviewed on some major channels, YouTube channels, 100,000+ subscribers and beyond. And so he's been in these groups doing massive AMAs. So it's created a lot of awareness. But I believe the bulk of the awareness really came from how well Manor Farm performed for those 2 weeks that it was running as a launch farm. So now there's a lot of anticipation into the animal farm. But there's a challenge. The animal farm, there was a week between the Manor Farm ending and the Animal Farm Layer 2 launching. So it gave time for people to look around. And of course, we're in a bear market. Any passive income projects typically do pretty well in bear markets. So people find out about drip. People throw their hat in the ring, and this thing is freaking exploding. I mean, absolutely exploding. In a nutshell, that's where all the awareness, that's where people, the past 2 weeks, there's been so much growth. I mean, the past week, there's been so much growth. If you come back over here to DApp Radar, look at 7 days. It's not coincidental that this is the 7 days between Manor Farm ending and Animal Farm getting ready to launch here in a couple of days. So this has been unbelievable for price. And again, it's not linear. Price has gone up 10.5% here, but in 24 hours, the prices went up 24% here. So this is just absolutely incredible. Now, the question comes down to, is this sustainable? Well, at the very core, drip in and of itself is not going anywhere. It's a smart contract. The real question is, what happens to the token? Can this price be sustained? For a while, for sure, and it may go up even higher because this next farming project is going to launch. And if it goes well, all the hype says it's going to go well. But you and I know, ladies and gentlemen, there's hype everywhere in crypto. So we have to think objectively for ourselves. If it goes well, I think we could find more users in the Manor Farm or the new Animal Farm. And if there's more users in the new Animal Farm, then conceivably more people could find out about drip and the price could go up much higher. In fact, the developer has said, when the price was around like $75, $80, that he suspected drip could go up to $1,000. I thought he was bonkers. Truly, I thought there's no way $1,000. I mean, we might break 100, but $1,000. And here we are, literally a week after that, sitting at $166. All of a sudden, he's starting to look like he knows what he's talking about or something. So I don't know where the price is going to go. This is not financial advice. I am not telling you this price is going to go to $1,000, but I can see the price going higher. Because even though there's new users coming on board, keep in mind, when they deposit their tokens, they're removed from circulation. They don't get them back. They get back 1% at a time. But most people are compounding to some degree, or they may withdraw and then start compounding. And when they start compounding, they're going to grow their deposits, and they essentially lock up more tokens. It's important to explain, how do they pay the rewards out without just taking the price? A couple of things. First of all, there's several taxes in place. Essentially, everything you do in this ecosystem, there's a 10% tax. So when you deposit into the faucet, you pay a 10% tax. When you withdraw, you pay a 10% tax. When you sell the tokens, you pay a 10% tax. When you compound, you pay a 5% tax. So the tokenomics are designed to kind of encourage compounding. And a lot of people will make a deposit, and they're at least going to compound in their mind till they get about 130%, because that's when they know they've sort of broke even at that point. And you're limited to what you can withdraw. You can only withdraw 365%, and you can only withdraw a max of 100,000 tokens per wallet. So you have to set up multiple wallets, which of course people do. Plus, they have an entire referral system in place. As you can see, here's some referrals here. I've only made about 13 drip from referrals, but that's my own fault. That's a long story. I covered that in a previous video. But the thing with referrals is, it prevents whale. There's a whale tax which prevents whales from essentially, claiming too much all at once. So referrers who can sometimes cause a system to just tank because they get too much rewards and they just sell, 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 sell. It kind of prevents that because when you start a new wallet, you lose referrals attached to the previous wallet. So there's a lot of mechanisms to slow down the sell pressure. But the question is it inevitable that at some point so many people are going to be claiming rewards that the price drops? It's a great question, and I think on its face value, statistically, that is what is most likely to happen eventually. You cannot withdraw. I mean, if everybody withdraws more than they deposited, the price goes down. You can't underestimate what Forex Shark may have up his sleeves. I mean, all he has to do is create more use cases with the DRIP token, and there's more use cases being created all the time. And that's kind of the wild card. What can happen? What can they do to maintain price or price appreciation? I don't know the answer to that. I would think that the more weeks go by, the more months go by, I would think the price is more likely to start to dip. It's doing unbelievable right now. And it's very fascinating to watch what happens. It's going to be neat to see what this ecosystem does. The developers talking about some very interesting collaborations with some NFT projects. There's a play to earn game that's out there looking to collaborate with Drip already. There's a lot of, again, if you want to get started in Drip Network, come down here and make certain that you join us in the Telegram right here. Click that and find out what's going on in the Telegram. It's really unbelievable at everything they've got planned just for this ecosystem, just for this one project alone, the Drip Network. I want to show you how to calculate your earnings, and I'm going to show you how you can get your piece of about a $3,000 airdrop. So come over here to DripFi, your Drip earnings tool. Look at the Drip price, 166. It's just crazy. So right now, this is showing earnings. This is what I earn. I'm earning $1,420 per day right now. $1,421 per day right now. This is including after the taxes. Now, what you can do over here, and I'll put a link in the description for this, and I have there's a premium version. They ask you to pay 0.12 Drip to get the premium version. But you can see a lot of this without the premium version. Come to calculator. What you can do is you can put in 30 days out. Where will I be at? So in 30 days from now, at current prices, I'll be earning $1,883. Look, you can go all the way out to 90 days. $3,000 a day in 90 days. As crazy as that sounds, there are people literally pulling out $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a day right now in Drip. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. So have fun with this DripFi.app. I'll put a link in the description. This isn't my website. I don't know whose website it is. Somebody in the Telegram group. But it's a great website. It's easy to see what you got going on. Here's the dashboard deposits. Let's come down here. Look at this. 46,000 total users, they said right here. Available supply. The available supply. This is why the price is going up. There's only 27,000 Drip available in the supply. Now, how can you get in on this airdrop? If you go down in the description, subscribe to our Crypto Passive Profits newsletter. Come right here. Click this. Put in your first name, email, phone number. And what I'm going to do, I will email a link, a special private link to my Drip account. This wallet is a private wallet. Notice there's only 17 members here. These are all newsletter subscribers. So subscribe to our newsletter down in the description. Probably tomorrow or the next day, you'll end up getting a email where I give out the link. Everyone who has at least 3 Drip deposited, and keep in mind there's a 10%, so you'll probably need about 3.5 or 4 Drip to deposit because you're going to pay that 10% fee once you deposit. Anyone who has about 3 Drip, and I would use, listen, if you're going to come into Drip, people are talking about, should I take out a loan? Should I do this? That's exciting when prices are going up, but it's crypto. Crypto's crazy. No, I wouldn't take out a loan to do this. I wouldn't tell anyone to take out a loan to do this. I will tell you that if you're going to do it, you got some disposable income that's disposable. It's been fun. I came in this thing. I didn't expect it to do as great as it's done, and it's done absolutely incredible. What I'll do is I'm going to drop probably tomorrow night. I'm going to do an airdrop with about 20 Drip in here. So that's going to be close to $3,000. You want to make sure that you have at least 3 Drip deposited. That's what you want to make certain. I've also got some fun ideas I'm going to do here in the future as well related to drip. So make certain you smash the like button if this video has been helpful to you. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Decentralized crypto equals freedom. If you love earning passive income and you love cryptocurrency, make certain you subscribe to the channel. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.